So there's a level of ethics and accreditation, and I see a badge or a tag out there of CCA. Can you explain CCA and maybe what the ethics and accreditation is for the CMMC or MSPs? What does that mean?
So similar to many other industries that have some kind of a certified profession, kind of like doctors. Not just anybody can go out and say like, "Hey guys, I'm a doctor today. Like, let me do knee surgery on you." They need to actually be certified through their respective certification boards, have a certain level of education, have met all these different requirements. So it's no different with CMMC. The DoD was very careful that the assessors and the individuals that are going to be supporting and assessing these companies, that they meet some very rigorous standards. First off, some very thorough background checks in order to even receive your certification. In addition to that, the CCA acronym that you mentioned, CMMC Certified Assessor, which actually is, it's like the second to the top, if you will, personal certification. The top one is the one that I have assigned with being a lead CCA, a lead CMMC certified assessor. And there's not many of us throughout the world. In order to get these certifications, we have to go through weeks worth of training that is specialized to CMMC, multiple certification tests, all put on top of an already multi-year requirement for a cybersecurity career, multi-year requirements for experience with conducting official audits against a body of standards. And there's several experience requirements. There's other certification requirements. For example, I'm also a CISSP. It's a very prestigious cybersecurity certification. And in order to be a lead CMMC certified assessor, you have to actually have some other cybersecurity certifications as well. It really brings some demanding requirements for who can be a CMMC certified assessor, who can do these audits, which is a good thing for companies getting audited, because it's not just some random person that has no clue what they're talking about coming and doing an official audit on behalf of their organization. And all of the respective and certifications associated with CMMC have some kind of a requirement, but the requirements vary. Just a normal CCA are different than those for a lead CCA. And there's different levels and such, the lead CCA obviously being the top. But in addition to that, something that they all require is we all are required to sign and abide by what's called the Code of Professional Conduct. That's the name of this document and this code that we all sign, we all agree and abide by it. And it has a lot of different tenets for how we should be conducting ourselves as professionals if we want to be certified and involved with this ecosystem. The concept of impartiality is one of the concepts that we abide by. We're not gonna, give favor to this organization, but not do so with another organization. No, we have to treat them all as one unified standard, and that's part of the requirements of the Code of Professional Conduct. Code of Professional Conduct violations are taken very seriously, and it'll cost you your certification and your ability to work in the ecosystem in many cases. And there has already been some cases of Code of Professional Conduct violations that resulted in some kind of a consequence, either for an individual or for an organization. It also has the tenet of confidentiality. These assessors, they're going to get a close look at the information system of different organizations. So will the implementers and such. So as part of the Code of Professional Conduct, you agree to the confidentiality, to use the appropriate cares for the information and data of any other organizations, not to do stuff just for your selfish gain or personal benefit. There's other requirements for lawful ethical behavior, for very strict requirements on conflict of interest. If I provided an organization with consulting advice for how to do an implementation, I cannot be their assessor that assesses them on an official CMMC audit. That would have to be another different assessor or another organization of such. But there's a number of these tenets. Everybody that participates in the ecosystem agrees to and affirms and has to abide by. Any kind of violation of the Code of Professional Conduct in the CMMC ecosystem is taken very seriously. And it's not something that somebody should ever mess with.
That makes me feel better that there's that professional aspect to the work that you do. It helps me trust, and it helps us trust that we know what we're doing. And those credentials and those badges actually mean something. They carry some weight. Yeah, right. That's good assurance.
Yeah, a lot of people initially, especially a lot of aspiring assessors and aspiring individuals that wanted to be part of the ecosystem. And, it's all great. And, we certainly welcome everybody to participate in that is qualified. But when the DoD came out with the experience requirements in order to be a lead certified assessor with the other certification requirements, background check requirements, all the different
That came
requirements they
down.
came out with, it got pretty long, and many were immediately disqualified. Like, oh man, I need 2 more years of auditing experience before I can be a lead certified assessor, or oh man, I need another year of cybersecurity experience. But in many ways, I completely agreed with all those heavy requirements, because whenever you get somebody coming up and they are a lead certified, a CMMC certified assessor, they have been doing this for a while. These are not new. It's not
Yeah.
like a brand new college intern that's just learning about life a little bit, which there's plenty of great college interns out there. But this is a seasoned individual who has had plenty of experience doing some kind of audits or assessment to some standard in an official capacity. They are a very thoroughly vetted background check. And this is not just a normal background check. This is a tier 3 investigation, pretty much the equivalent of getting a secret clearance with the Department of Defense, as well as all of the other requirements. It really raises the credibility for whenever you're getting this official assessment done. It's not going to be somebody that doesn't know what they're doing.
Okay. Yes, they've passed through a number of hoops, and among them is years of experience.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. There's the comparison, or that it is as stringent than the security clearances. So that's not an easy bar to clear either for a lot of folks for different reasons. And there's a lot of reasons
Right.
why you couldn't. So
Right.
no, that's very, very helpful.
And if you're a contractor out there and you're trying to figure out this whole CMMC requirement, the different components of the law, what all you have to do, whether a practice is being adequately met by your organization, give us a call and schedule a free consultation. We'll talk to you. We'll walk through the requirements of your organization with you. Potentially, if we're a good fit for one another, it'd be an honor for us to help you in your CMMC journey and get you CMMC Level 2 compliant and certified, whenever you're ready for that assessment. We'd love to have that conversation with you.